Hi, my name is Brian Miner with the Diocese of Wheeling-Charleston. We're here today at St. Vincent's Parish in Wheeling, West Virginia to talk about how we're going to disinfect our parishes between Masses and other liturgies here in the diocese during the COVID-19 pandemic. We're here with representatives of Liberty Distributors, the vendor for all of our PPE and our chemical solutions, and they're going to demonstrate for us how to properly sanitize our pews, our kneelers, and other places within the church with the chemicals that are being shipped to each parish.
For the larger parishes, we're going to be using the Bigfoot Green Gorilla Sprayer with the Triumph 7 Disinfectant. For the smaller and medium-sized parishes, we're going to be using a combination of the ready-to-use antibacterial disinfectant cleaner and the Johnson ThroughShot Disinfectant Cleaner. For those of you using the Bigfoot sprayer, you're going to be working with the Triumph 7 Disinfectant. This product is diluted at 1 ounce per gallon. In this situation, more is not better. You want to maintain a 2 ounce to 2 gallons of water in the sprayer. These products are all 10-minute contact time, so the product does require a dwell time. When you spray the surface, you want to let it sit and maintain that contact time that's listed on the label. We'll also be receiving the SC Johnson ThroughShot. What this is an automatic dispensing trigger. You fill the front with water and the back is a concentrate cartridge of disinfectant. Simply click that into place and now you've got a spray mechanism to apply to surfaces. This also requires a 10-minute contact time. Some of you will be receiving the RTU Antibacterial Hard Surface Disinfectant. This is something that you can spray directly onto the surface, leave it wet for 10 minutes, no mixing is required, and simply wipe afterwards. You'll also be receiving Contec 12x17 wipes. These are disposable microfiber. These can be used to wipe down the surfaces after they've been sprayed and the proper contact time has been maintained. They've got 8 usable surfaces, so you can wipe and flip and get multiple uses out of the same rag. Green Gorilla Sprayer. This holds 2.5 gallons of water. I'd recommend it either fill it to the gallon or the 2-gallon mark, depending on the size of the parish. Again, 1 ounce of product for every gallon of water you put into the sprayer. Fill from the top. Once that's filled, tighten down your handle. You've got a 10-foot hose with a spray wand. Start the battery, and the machine will automatically pressurize. Once the unit is pressurized, you can apply your Triumph disinfectant evenly to each pew, making sure to hit all of the high-touch surfaces. Once your disinfectant has remained wet for 10 minutes, proper contact time, 2 methods that we recommend would be first with wipes to wipe all surfaces as best you can. Or with a Swiffer style mop with a microfiber, you can simply run along the pew. Running back. These can also be used to mop the floor in between pews. When cleaning high-touch surfaces, especially vertical surfaces, you're going to want to do a combination where you spray the rag and the surface as well. What you're trying to accomplish here is you want to not wipe this completely dry and give it as much contact time as you possibly can. You may have to return and wipe this down again, but again, you're trying to maintain that contact time of 10 minutes for as long as you can. In disinfecting the restroom, what we're going to do when we enter the restroom, first thing is we're going to spray the surface down and then allow it some contact time. So while this disinfectant is wet, we can check the paper towels, we can check our hand soap, we can change the toilet paper, empty the trash. That should give us enough contact time that when we return, we can just simply wipe the surfaces down with the damp rag. We'll recommend wiping that down again and then allowing that surface to air dry. The altar should be disinfected as well as all the other high-touch surfaces in the church. We're going to start by spraying the surface completely down, and then spreading the disinfectant around with our disposable microfiber cloth. You want to try to maintain your 10-minute contact time, again, to get proper disinfection.
One of the considerations during the liturgy is how to clean where any of the ministers are working at the parish. So as we come up to the altar, or if we come to the ambo or the lectern, we have to think about the electronics in the books. So with the lectionaries, we would assume that a person coming up would have used their hand sanitizer ahead of time. Where you place this is strategic and a local decision, but certainly you want to make sure that you have the appropriate amount of hand sanitizer used before coming up and then also as you leave. In terms of the lectionary or any of your other books or binders, you will probably not want to use any of the disinfectant on these books, but if you have a plastic covered binder, then you may be able to wipe that down with the microfiber cloth. So after that, we'll talk about how we disinfect the wood here. We'll have a Liberty representative do that. And then also when we talk about electronics, we encourage you to get isopropyl alcohol that is 70% or greater with alcohol and cotton balls. And with this, you could wet the cotton ball with the alcohol and go through your microphone and work that way to disinfect at this location. The same holds true for your wireless mics. They're very sensitive, so you'll want to lightly brush this across your wireless microphone. Again, 70% or better alcohol and a cotton swab. One of the ideas presented regarding the lectionary and the readings for the Mass would be to make photocopies of the readings or of the music so that those copies can be discarded at the end of each Mass. That might be the best way to ensure that we're not disinfecting our books or our lectionaries or music books at each Mass.